And you can save settings also. Make sure any settings that you do, just save setting it. And then let's talk about security right now for the wireless. Now in wireless there are three kind of security that your router provides you. By default it provides you a WEP, WEP, and then there is WPA, and then there is WPA2. I'm going to talk about the differences right here. WEP is 64-bit and 128-bit encryption, but the only problem is that WEP is a static key. So if you put any passphrase, let's say you put any word right here, you put router, and you're gonna try to click generate. So every time you're gonna put the name router in the passphrase and you're gonna click generate, it's gonna give you exactly same keys. It won't change. That is any router in the world. If you're gonna put, then let's say if you put, for example, Apple, APPLE. Now the passphrase is the word that you provide, and you click generate and it's gonna give you different keys. So there are almost quite, I think, close to 15 million keys that you can generate with the WEP. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But so there is a 128-bit encryption, and then there is with the 128-bit there is a longer keys, and with the 64-bit there is a shorter keys. So that's one downgrade with the WEP, that with the right softwares you can break the web encryption within minutes, because it's a static static keys. It's not dynamic. It doesn't change. It just exactly keeps the same way. If you are even using a passphrase, make sure don't use the words out of dictionaries. Try to use your own words. Try to come up with something that you know, so that way if someone trying to get into your network is going to have a hard time breaking into your network. Now WPA is the same exact thing, but with a WPA, the good thing is about WPA is dynamic. It always change. Doesn't matter. Once if you're gonna use one word and you're gonna click generate, one time it's gonna give you another key, the other time it's gonna give you another key. So, and WPA2 is little higher security and everything. But if you're gonna go with any of these security options, you gotta make sure that your laptop wireless adapter or your PDA wireless adapters are compatible with WPA or WPA2, because not all the adapters are compatible with the WPA or WPA2, or you may gonna have to update your wireless network adapter driver in order to take advantage of the WPA or WPA2 encryptions. And also if you have a PSP and if you have Nintendo DS devices that are trying to connect to your wireless router, so what's gonna happen is that they're not going to be able to get access to your wireless router if you're going to use WPA or WPA2, because they are only WEP compatible. So just keep that in your mind. Now I'm talking about wireless MAC filter. MAC filter is a very good way to secure your router, secure your connection, secure your network connection. What MAC filter is that every network card in the world, every network adapter in the world has a MAC address. It's in hexadecimal, and the way in order to see your MAC address, you gotta click start, you gotta click run again, and once you click run again, type CMD command, and once you're gonna click OK into command, we are on the command line interface. We're gonna type ipconfig space / all ALL. Once we're gonna hit all, it's gonna give you your adapter's complete information that was going on over here. I'm not going to talk about anything, but I'm going to talk about this physical address. This physical address is your MAC address. It's a media access control. That's your MAC address right here. So you write that down, and you see this MAC address, MAC filter list right here. Once you click that list, you can put as many as MAC addresses in here, about 40 of them. And you go to your computer, you go to all your computers in your office or all your computers in your home. Let's say if you have 3 computers in your house, you can go to your computers, you can click on start, click on run, and type the command ipconfig / all, and you write their physical address and add those physical addresses right here and save it. Once you're gonna save it, what's gonna happen is that every time your router is going to provide a connectivity is going to make sure the MAC address of the computer that is trying to get connectivity to the router, and if the MAC address doesn't match, it won't provide any kind of connectivity. So that's one other nice way to secure your wireless network. And just remember the steps I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to go over quickly. That make sure that you drop down the DHCP users to the numbers of computers you have in your home or office. Make sure you disable the broadcast of your SSID so no one can see your access point. Make sure you use WEP, and if you are using WEP, don't use the local words. Use something that is out of dictionary, or use something that is not common. Use any kind of word to generate the key. Make sure they are not common, or you can use your own. You can provide your own key randomly. And make sure if you are using WPA, make sure your devices are compatible with WPA or WPA2. And MAC filtering, make sure you go to your computers, go to every computer in your office or in your home, and just type ipconfig. Click on start and click on run and click CMD, and once the command line opens, you type the command ipconfig /all and write down every single computer's MAC address and add those MAC address to the MAC filter list and save settings. And once you're gonna do all that, your network is gonna be pretty secure and everything. There are other ways to it too, but we're gonna talk about that later. Thank you for watching. My name is Sam, and thank you for watching Maknoja TV.